Good evening. I'd like to talk about pulling title for properties in Alberta, Canada. If you're not interested in how to pull a title when it comes to transacting real estate in Alberta, this video is probably not for you. But doing this has a kind of a sneaky little website, and it's kind of an annoying little route, but it's easy. So I want to talk about title and teach you how to get it really easily. When you should pull title. Don't pull title too early in the process. It costs $10, and if the process fizzles out, you might never have needed it in the first place. I would suggest always get one before you close on a property, whether it's realtor provided or you get it yourself, which I'll show you how. But when you're selling a property, you probably don't need it. The buyer is going to be responsible to do that diligence. Here's a bunch of reasons why or when you would want to pull a title for a property. Making sure the person you're talking to actually owns the property. Hi, you're John Smith? Okay, and if you pull title, John Smith will be right there on the title. It makes things easier with lawyers because when there's an agreement that gets sent in to transact, the name on title that they pull will match the name on the paperwork, and that will just erase a potential wrinkle. Also to determine if there's others on title. Maybe John Smith does own John Smith's property, but there might be other people on title, like if it was a probate and it's their parents' name on title and them as a POA. If it was a divorce, maybe their ex-wife is still on title and has to sign. Or they could be entitled with a joint venture partner, not necessarily under the name of John Smith, but maybe 123 Inc. needs to be on the offer. Another reason to pull title is to search or look, make sure there's nothing there that'll stop the transaction if you're purchasing a house. Things that would stop a transaction, for example, if there's more owing than the purchase price discussed, that would mean they couldn't sell with the registrants on title. Also, you can pull title just to get information for negotiation whenever you see it fit. What you're going to find on the title, so I'll kind of give you an example of a small one, a medium, and a large one, and then the tutorial on how to pull these titles, okay? On an empty title, you'll see like a stamp, the legal name, the address, and then there'll be like a line, and then it'll say 000. No registrants, no encumbrances or something. And then it'll have like a finisher. It'll be one page. Those are great. That means John Smith owns that property and that's it. There's no mortgage, there's no loans, there's no tax in arrears. That's fantastic. There's nothing there. Clean title. They can give clear title on transactions. Great. Medium size, you're going to see things like a mortgage. John Smith will own the property, and then under that line will be like a mortgage. Maybe another line that says the mortgage is entitled to all the rents if the person defaults or something. The mortgagors like to be secure, and that's a normal one. And then maybe they bought a furnace and financed it, so the furnace company put a loan, a caveat on their house. So you'll see it on the title. You could see furnace on the title or roof on the title or something if they got financing. That's like a medium one. A big one, a busy one that you'd have to kind of figure out the story for would have the description on top of the line, and then there'd be like a mortgage with maybe a sub-mortgage thing, and then maybe a secondary mortgage, it'll say a year, and a smaller mortgage is put on top, and then there'll be like they bought a furnace and it's on financing, there's like you know, furnace ABC company with a lien on there, and then elders in, I believe Canada, can tax defer their house. So there could be, the government said you don't have to pay your taxes, you can defer them because we'll just use the sale proceeds of your house when it's time. And that's one they can have every year. So it could be like mortgage, second mortgage, furnace, tax for the last 8 years. That could be 3 or 4 pages long. So that's kind of how and why you want to pull those titles. I'm going to cut out so that you can see where to click to get your title, and then I'll wrap up. Okay, let's get you your title. I'm going to open up a new tab and I'm going to search a program called Spin 2. Spin 2. Okay, this is the first thing to come up, the government Alberta. Click into there. Now you got to log into this program here. Guest login is down here, so you don't have to create an account. You agree with the terms. Okay, now you're into here. You want to go into search.
want to search for a title. There's all this stuff, create private account and all this stuff up here. You want to go to search. Okay, and then you want to search for your titles. There's cemeteries, soils, surveys, but we want to search for titles today. Here's a list, but we're going to search by the plan, block, or unit. Now here we need to put in the legal description. If you search something like City of Calgary property legal descriptions, it'll come up with their map, right? Oops. It'll come up with their mapping process. Okay, and that's how you get the legal description there. If you're in Edmonton, Edmonton property legal description. Okay, I searched that. Pulls up their little map. You can enter an address, search by address, enter an address, and it tells you the legal description. Okay, back to spin 2. You enter the plan unit lot. So I'm going to use this house as an example. Let's see what we got here. 2298 HW. Block 19. Lot 3. I'm going to search for that title. I'm going to press the search button and it'll pop up down here. Now you can have the whole history of everything that's happened on that house, or you can just get a current snapshot of what it is right now. So they're $10 each. I just go with the current snap of what it is right now. And then I'm going to press add to cart. But before I add to cart, I'm going to give you a tip. This little icon here gives you a little sneak peek into when the property was last transacted. Look, we just bought this property like just now. Awesome. And that's a little way to get some information without paying the $10. Okay, then we're going to add it to the cart. Okay, now it's added in the cart. Then you got to go up to the shopping cart. Now here's your shopping cart. It's not very user-friendly. Checkout, you see in the bottom corner there. And I'm going to put my email address in here. They email me this title. Finalize checkout, and then you'll enter your card information there. And then it'll be emailed to your inbox. That is how you pull title in Alberta, Canada on Spin 2.
So that is what we do for our joint venture partners that are working with us to do the surfing strategy for these awesome new developments in Edmonton. Thanks for watching. I hope that helped. There's more videos. Happy house hunting.